Good morning, people. Monday on this day, recording 14th of October. For everyone that has this birthday today, 14th of October means that you're Libra, and congratulations to you. We survived almost the international break and the media circus. And of course, we haven't been live for quite a while as it's boring. It's absolutely boring, the international break. And I called it. I called it to say, have you seen the script before? But however, whoever has birthday today, raise your hand up and let me know, because apparently Mick had a birthday yesterday, and Mick was surprised regarding the communication of Man United to give a happy birthday card from Manchester United. So Mick, happy birthday from everyone at Man United. Surprise. Of course, I was equally surprised to Oh, sorry, people. This is what happens when internet crashes. Um, should I just continue or should I start a new live stream from the beginning? I'm not sure if you can hear me.
People,
If you can hear me, let me know. The stream is good. The stream is good. I hate when this happens, especially when you haven't done a live stream for quite a while. I might just start fresh over again. Let me know what you think. Continue. Maybe the internet I am looking at myself is very lagging at the moment, so stay with me. Please continue. Okay, rightio. Oh, absolutely shattered, peeps. Absolutely shattered, to be honest. How long were we out for? 5 minutes. Jesus, internet provider, first time it happens to me. Anyway, let's continue with the stories, guys. Yeah, I mean, you heard it all before. I mean, what we're going to talk about here, of course, the manager go round. I want to sort of, everything crashed, so I have to sort of start over again with all my tabs. Oh my God. Internet pulled my pants down. So yeah, listen, guys, we're going to talk about today. It looks like Ten Hag is staying. And I know it hasn't been pretty. I know that we were talking about to look a cow in the ass, and that was Eric Ten Hag's expression. But sometimes I've been wondering to myself, have Eric Ten Hag looked the cow in the ass himself? Barring that, it's been the media spin about, managers talking just in case if it goes tits up, right? Has he come to a point where he doesn't have any answers with his in-game management, the team selection, and all that stuff? And as we know, and I just want to ironically pull this to the stage to say that breaking. I did this ironic tweet. There seems to be some tension between Ten Hag, the players, the fans, and the media. Welcome to the international break. Have you heard this story before? Now, I would arguably say, yes, we've seen this story before. But if we look at the fixture and the table itself, it doesn't lie, people. It does not lie. And that is a fact. And that is reactionary. And there's been some toxic opinions, like, on socials, and you either been force-fed to be Ten Hag in, Ten Hag out. You can't even sit on the fence, because if you do, you get blue balls. I'm Man United in, and I want our team to do well, to be fair. Look, at the end of the day, the table don't lie, right? It's too early in the season to judge the table. 7 games in, 8 points. We are literally 2 games away from top 4, which is Chelsea. And if we look at the run of fixtures, there was some reports saying that Ten Hag has 2 games. Who's been saying that? Who? I haven't seen Fabrizio Romano. I haven't seen Ornstein entertaining this. It's been predominantly ITK Twitter accounts and some majority, 90% of the journalists that are not Man United fans, ESPN and all this driving the agenda. They want Ten Hag sacked, and they want Manchester United to do shit. Honest to God. We've seen this story before. So let's nip in, bud. We've seen stories about Tuchel, the FA Cup. We know that Tuchel and INEOS were speaking in the summer. It wasn't a cultural fit. They didn't like Tuchel's attitude and to say, sorry, mate. And Tuchel came out to say that I'm taking a sabbatical break. And now I'm ready. And now I'm putting fillers out with my agents, including the FA Cup, the FA England manager. We've seen latest stories about Terzic from Dortmund. We've also seen that Sebastian Hoeneß was linked to us and snubbed us, apparently. And also Ruben Amorim as well. Even stories about Zidane again. And at the end of the day, if you think about it, there might be some conversation, but it's something called contingency plan, right? I believe that meeting that was taking place was already scheduled. There was talking about the overall football operations and how we're going to proceed and how we're actually performing. This was the first time that we actually saw the full board being participating, and a lot of things was discussed, but it wasn't what media was saying, that the sole topic of this was just to discuss Ten Hag, not to be or be, at the end of the day. But they might have talked about to say, we will give Ten Hag the benefit of a doubt for the end of the season. And there's winnable games, if you can see. Man United will face Brentford at home this Saturday. Premier League is back. This Saturday, Man United at home. And there was one manager that also linked in the conversation, was Thomas Frank. I certainly believe at home, international break, Brentford, we can beat them, no problems. The problem is Europa League, right? Europa League 2 draws there. Fenerbahce away, Jose Mourinho with a vengeance. And then away against West Ham. This is October we're talking about. And at home at Leicester. So these games are winnable for us. I believe we could. And then November, of course, if we look at the next fixtures, we have Man United, Chelsea at home. What a cracker. I believe the player will be up for it. And then, of course, we have PAOK at home, Leicester at home as well. And then we have Ipswich away, Kieran McKenna, 100%. Man United versus Bodø Glimt at home as well. So that is the fixtures of November. And you tell me we can't win these games. You got to believe this, you Man United fan, 100%. But my point is, we've seen the script before. And I just want to sort of say it's been very, very freaking boring to talk about this. Hence why I haven't been able to entertain this. I don't want to entertain this. I don't want to milk this. Because at the end of the day, it turned out just to be paper talk at the end of the day. Right? So, me personally, where I stand, of course, I'm not happy. I'm not happy the way we are sitting. But I'm also being realist to understand that if they back the man, they're backing the man. And so will I. I will back this team. Because I want us to win game by game. I want us to win games. I don't want to sit here and do reviews and see us lose. No way, because this is escapism. This is the club we love. So I'm willing to give it a benefit of doubt. But if we come to Christmas and nothing has changed, then definitely I'll voice my opinion and I put my stance. But for now, it is what it is. And we've seen the story, the interview with Ben McCarthy, backing Ten Hag and saying players were excellent in training, but whenever there was a match time, there was this big disconnect, right? Either are you stupid as a player, you don't follow the instructions, or some people saying, well, we're throwing the managers under the bus. A lot of speculations. But on paper, if I look at it, we have a big enough squad, a good enough squad to compete and reach the top 4 spaces at the end of the season. Now, I know we played 7 games. There's plenty of football to play. I know that a lot of people don't like the manager's style of play. I agree. I don't like the style of play either. Right? We've seen the players in the international break voicing their opinion, playing for the international team. There's so much freedom. And that is something to take in consideration tonight. Like, your system is too complicated, shackling in players, not giving them the opportunity to express themselves. But who am I to judge? I'm just a fan like you. But at the end of the day, I'm not the one that sets the team selection. I'm not the one that recruits, and so are not you either. So it is what it is. And mental health, of course, has been a big issue for myself and everyone else, pressing record. And I decided I'm going to back this team right now to Christmas and see where we go. Because one thing that we know, what we've seen first year with Ten Hag, we went on a bike and we went on a winning streak. So what is it to say that we can't do this? Take it game by game, peeps. Take it game by game. So Ten Hag looks like he's surviving this. It looks like he's been backed. Of course, he went to Ibiza, chilled, and the media did what the media does best, slating Man United and all the players and everything else. So let's put that in the back burner. I want to see what you guys are saying. Kenny Fan TV saying that Ten Hag needs to produce result, no excuses. And I'm totally with you on that one, Kenny. He needs. There's no excuses here, guys. You know what I mean? You've been given all the tools in the world. You've been part of the recruitment process with Barada, with Ashford, with Wilcox and all them. So they're equally guilty in setting the playing style and who they're going to recruit. But certain players hasn't really worked out. And the latest one as well regarding Mazraoui. We have some breaking news regarding Mazraoui that he might be available for the Brentford game. Because when this was announced, that was 3 weeks ago, and they were saying there was a minor tweak to his cardiovascular system. So he might be available, but I don't think he's going to start. And I don't think that we're going to be away without Mazraoui for that long either. Latest report coming out that he will be gone for 3 weeks and that he might be appearing against Brentford, but I don't think we're going to do that. And speaking about that, let's move away from this. Let's move away from this and see what you guys are saying. And I do apologize for the internet stream. Mount is injured again. This is another one which is mind-boggling. Mount had a head knock, like we saw blood streaming out from his back of his head. And Jesus Christ, we signed an injury Mount. Now he's fit and now he's injured. And apparently, guys, Luke Shaw, Tyrell Malacia is ready to feature in the squad again. We're going to talk about that as well. But listen, I want to sort of dive into the stories here, right? So where do we start? Where do we start? We spoke about Mazraoui, 100%. We did. So let's put this into the stage. Manchester United seems to have a fullback Mazraoui set for swift return. Now, of course, we're going to scroll down this news because there's always blah, 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 blah. And we're looking for the interesting point here that the situation forced Ten Hag to deploy Diego Dalot. Hang on. Despite the worrying, in particular, fullback area, major cause concern for Eric Ten Hag owning Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malacia injury. Those seems to be back. Two left backs are yet to feature for the Red Devils term. Yes, true. And even if Luke Shaw and Tyrell Malacia comes back, they haven't kicked the ball for ages. So they're not really match fit. But the start of the international break, the Moroccan star underwent minor precautionary corrective procedure. We're talking about Mazraoui. As things stands, Dalot is the only fit senior back at United. However, according to the Manchester United Evening News, Mazraoui expected to be back in action swiftly. The report also reads the club sources said that Mazraoui corrective heart procedure is thankfully not alarming, and he is expected to be available within 3 weeks. We had 2 weeks international break as well. So that means that the brief layoff means the Mazraoui could be available for face Brentford the 19th of October, guys. So I've seen some meltdowns like saying, why did we buy an injury player X, Y, Z? But listen, it's a heart minor cardiovascular tweak that you have to do. And we don't want to do a Christian Eriksen. We don't want to see him die on the pitch. No way. But this leads me to alarming like our left back situation or full back situation. Now, Fabrizio Romano came out to report that Manchester United is looking for a winger, which is Eze. Have we heard this story before? We were after Chrystal Palace Olise. We didn't get Olise. Olise snubbed everyone and went to Bayern. And now apparently we're looking for another winger. Why are we looking for another winger? Fabrizio Romano also during the transfer window saying the Man United are looking for a very important left back. Now I will pause him right there. Left back is exactly what we need, peeps. We need a left back ASAP. Again, Luke Shaw coming back. Tyrell Malacia, who hasn't kicked the ball for 17 months. Luke Shaw made appearance in the England International and then apparently got injured in preseason, which he wasn't really part of. So yes, we need a left back, 100%. And left back is something we're going to talk about in the next chapter of this story. So why would we look for a winger? Well, apparently some news saying that Man United are looking to offload Anthony Dos Santos in January. So that might be the putting two and two together, including Fabrizio Romano, to say, well, we are looking for Eze. I would say we are stocked on the wingers. We don't need a winger. We need a striker probably that can finish the dinner because Højlund is not the finished product. Zirks is kind of not fit for fight as of yet. And we have been lacking on scoring goals. I mean, arguably to say we need a left back because he's been very unbalanced. And speaking about left back, the main story of today is 100% Alvaro Fernandez, right? Now, this is a mind-boggling, and this is causing me to think, why did we sell Alvaro Fernandez in the summer for 5 million to Benfica? Apparently, we have a buyback clause for Alvaro Fernandez. Apparently, the strategy was to say, why loan him out? Why just keep selling him? And we put in a buyback clause in. But Alvaro Fernandez has been changing his name to Caracas. And he's been ripping up trees, getting experience, in Champions League, doing madness. They call him the Beast. And now apparently Liverpool is sniffing around in the January window. But there's one crux. Man United are also interested in him, apparently, according to some reports. And we can buy him back for 20 million euros. We sold him for 5 and we can buy him back for 20. But Liverpool, on the other hand, if they want to buy him, they will pay the premium price. Could Man United be egg-faced in this instance? Was Omar Barada, Ashford then involved in that decision, or was it more of a panic situation? I certainly voiced my opinion when we actually loaned him out in January, especially when the medical staff lied to Ten Hag to say, you will have Tyrell Malacia back, Luke Shaw. We even got rid of, that, what's his name, the left back from Spurs, just because of that. And then we loaned out Alvaro Fernandez, and now Alvaro Fernandez is becoming a beast in Portugal. The number of appearances he's doing now, it was a little bit of a slow start, but he's gaining reputation in the European market. I would say that bring him back. It's mental what when United did. In January, the kid he's gained the experience. He's become the fullback that we wanted, that we always believed he would be. And if we can buy him back for 20 million, 100% do it. I wouldn't hesitate at all as a fan. But at the end of the day, I'm not calling the shots. What do you guys think? Would you go all in for Alvaro Fernandez? Let me see what you guys are saying. Let me go into the comments. What you're saying here, Jim Watkins, Mick, I don't know why INEOS would go for a winger. Normally needs to a left back. 100% we're getting shown up on the left edges and open up worrying times. Yeah, I agree with you what you're saying, Jim. I 100% agree what you're saying. Our left side has been unbalanced. Of course, Dalot has been deputizing, but he's not a left footer, right? We're lacking the overlapping with Rashford, and Dalot doesn't really overlap. 100% no. So we need a proper left footer, left back. And why not playing Harry Amas? Well, it's too early. But Alvaro Fernandez, for me, was the prospect that everyone thought that he's going to be something. His attacking ability, he's amazing going forward, he's good defensively, and it's been showing that in Benfica. For 20 million buyback, I do it in a heartbeat. And apparently reports are saying that we are looking to do that. Let me see. Let me see what you're saying. Yes, what you're saying here, the winger to replace Anthony, hopefully. Yes, probably, yes. Harry Amos, what you're saying, you will play Harry Amos. I can hear you. Like, if we don't have a proper left back, why would you play Toby Collier, what we saw in one game? Just whacking Harry Amos for a couple of games. But it looks like now that we kind of going to play still, like, I don't know how we're going to line up at Brentford. Will Mazraoui start? Will we see Dalot, the same formation, according to the report? So we'll potentially see a Harry Amos, which apparently is also injured, to be honest. But why did we buy Mazraoui, according to Stu, knowing he has diagnosed heart issues back in 2023 while at Bayern? Well, there's something that they thought they could fix. They probably knew about it, but this is a minor precautionary. I don't know what they do, like tuning the valves or something. I don't know. I'm not a surgeon. I'm not a doctor, so I can't really tell you. But it was just a minor precautionary thing. So he's going to be out for 3 weeks, and apparently that was like 3 weeks ago when the report came out, and apparently he might be available. So let me know what you think. I think that Alvaro Fernandez should be brought back 100%. Stu's also saying letting Alvaro leave was criminal. Yeah, I totally agree. But back then it wasn't really our decision, or wasn't really the new board's decision. Maybe they looked at it now when they had this strategic review 1 week ago, to say, why did we let go of Alvaro Fernandez? Look what he's been doing. And of course, Benfica, we sold him for £5 million, and we have this special buyback clause on 20 million, so we can trigger. I would definitely do that in the January window. We need a left back 100%, because we cannot continue this way, in my opinion, as well. How are we all doing for stream? Are we all see me clearly? Are we all good? And what you're saying here, Harry Amos is not ready to come into the shit show at the moment. He's 17 years old and no leaders to help him bet into the squad. Wouldn't do that at the moment. Valid points. Valid freaking points. Craig Warby, big up Craigie, one of our moderators. We might as well let him be sold elsewhere or take the sell-on percentage fee. Are you talking about Fernandez? Yeah, listen, I wouldn't like Liverpool to come in and snatch him for 50 million. No way, Jose. I'd rather take him back, knowing that we need better left backs. We need better left backs. Luke Shaw, days are numbered, right? He has to go in January window. He needs to be overhauled. Tara Malacia bulked up, but we haven't seen much about Tara Malacia. Is he the answer? No, he's not. So currently we don't have a proper left back, right? Luke Shaw, if he plays, who knows how long he's going to be staying fit for. And that's the problem, right? So we can't continue the whole season without a proper left back, in my opinion. So this is something we can address. I mean, we are coming into soon. Why are we talking transfers? We are like 3 months away from the January window to be open. But it's going to be interesting to assess how we're going to get on the bike for the remaining of the year, in the mid-season break. 30 in the room, only 19 likes. Yeah, come on, guys. What do we have here? Joe Blackman saying here, bring him back. 100%. I'm singing from the same Spotify hymn sheet as you, Joe Blackman. I really need to see Malacia. Think we only seen him play twice. We saw him play more in the first season, but unfortunately the ACL, the unlucky injury, I'd like to see him given a chance, right? It's hard for me to say, right? It's really hard. But knowing that we are going into the season now, if you look at the fixtures again, right? Come on, guys. If we look at the October fixtures, let's just bring that back in, right? So we have Brentford at home. What are we scared about? We're playing them at home. We had an international break, which is pretty much a reset button, right? I believe we can beat Brentford on Saturday. Then we play Fenerbahce away in the Europa League Cup against a pragmatic Jose Mourinho. West Ham away. West Ham has been a little bit shitty lately as well, so we can do the number. And in October, we play Leicester at home. So these are winnable games, right? Then we move into November fixture. Man United at home against Chelsea. That should be a cracker, as Bud said. Then in the Europa League, we're playing PAOK at home. Should be winning. Man United versus Leicester at home. Should be winning. And also, if we look at Ipswich, Kieran McKenna away. And Man United, Bordeaux, Glimt. That is November, guys. So October, November, we should be getting on the bike. We should be looking at maximizing our point tally. If we are talking about the worst Premier League season, 100%, 14th is not where it's not sitting great in my mouth, but I also look at realistically and pragmatically speaking, we are 6 points away from top 4 and 7 games played and pretty much 30 more to play in the Premier League. So the league, it's false at the moment. The league table is a false. We can sort of look at the Premier League table come March where we're sitting, or February, and then we can sort of assess it. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, peeps, right? Right. So what you guys thinking at the end of the day? Do you think we can turn it around? Like, has it been too early, like, to cry wolf? I personally took a heavy hit of the start of the season. I did get overgiddy looking at it, covering the transfer window, thinking, wow, we bought in Lenny Euro. Lenny Euro got injured. We got, Ugarte. We negotiated heavily for 2 months for Ugarte. He featured one full 90 minutes, and we haven't seen him since. And of course, the football has been dire to watch. But one can only be hopeful at the end of the day to say, look, I get it. But on Saturday, we start again. And who's to say that we can't win games? I'm not backing Ten Hag. I'm not in or out. I'm doubt because of the standards. There's certain red flags in me that kind of sees the things that this might not be working out. And hence, I believe that there might be some truth in that he's speaking to some candidates as a contingency plan. They need to have a plan. But maybe they will stick with Ten Hag to the end of the season and they have the main man lined up next year. But for now, this is ground zero in the plan, and it's been a proper rebuild since Sir Alex Ferguson left, and we've been run by Glazers and the bankers, and Glazers still running the club. So listen, at the end of the day, we are fans. And I back the team. I love this team and want us to do well. Please like and subscribe to the video, what you guys are saying. Brian Foskett, what you're saying here. Malacia started his United career okay, but was poor before his injury. And now we know what we need, 100%. But Malacia, if you've seen pictures, that guy has been working out in the gym. He's a beast at the moment. So there's been some other transfer rumors as well to say that, we're looking to offload Anthony. Anthony's been dire. But also to say that, Harry Maguire might be also off in January. But listen, if I'm playing the devil advocate here, if you had to choose to keep Harry Maguire or Victor Lindelof, who would you choose? Let me know in the chat ASAP. I'm waiting. I wouldn't get rid of Harry Maguire. That's my personal opinion. Harry Maguire is proven the haters wrong. You know, he's been working himself up, and he's arguably to say been the better player out of Lindelof. And Lindelof was the one that has 1 year left on his contract and refused to go. He's sitting there for the money, and he will walk away as a free agent. So in January, I believe that Victor Lindelof is free to speak to any club. So I would say you're keeping Harry Maguire. What you're saying is Stu. Maguire 100%. What you're saying, Brian Foskett. Brian Foskett saying keep 100%. Yeah, no, 100%. But on the other hand, Lindelof is versatile. He's a left-footer as well. So it's a little bit of a double-edged sword. But you can only read what the papers are saying, And the fact is that, do we have money in the January window? I mean, Fabrizio Romano always said that we have 25 million for a left back in the summer, but we never utilized that 25 million to buy a left back. So could that be that we are being egg-faced, that we sold Alvaro Fernandez for 5, want to buy him back for 20? That is a little bit of a stupid egg-faced, but if the kid is good enough, if he can do a job, I said bring him back. Bring him back, because I can't see any other player that you can get for that kind of money. And there understands that came up from the academy as well. So that's my opinion. That is my opinion. Anyway, Rebbe Baki, big up everyone. Big up Brian Foskett. Big up everyone. And I do apologize for the gremlins that we have. For the first time, I haven't done a stream for quite a while. Was excited to come in and talk to you. And what happens? Internet breaks down. Guys, there will be more football content this evening. Remember, it's Monday. It's Jarvis's Corner. That means it's 2 hours nerdy Man United Fest. And I don't know what Jarvis is cooking up, but apparently it's going to be a storm. But don't forget to like and subscribe, people. This has just been me reporting what is out there. Apparently, it looks like Ten Hag, if we summarize, is staying. They've been giving him the benefit of doubt to continue. They've been speaking to some managers, according to the media reports and Twitter accounts and ITK hellholes. Tuchel is gunning for the FA Cup, the England job. Terzic from Dortmund will be in a rumor. Sebastian Hoeneß as well from Stuttgart, apparently, according to some media reports, not United. Ruben Amorim is another one, linked to United, but also to the English FA manager job as well. So I believe that this has just been a international break, rumors. But at the end of the day, we're kicking off Premier League on Saturday, so we're looking forward for that. There's been also some Fabrizio Romano report that Man United looking at Eze as a winger. I said, no, we don't need a winger. And also we talked about Alvaro Fernandez, potentially a buyback clause in January for Man United for 20 million. And Liverpool is sniffing around that one. So if Liverpool is sniffing around, would you say, hell no, Scouse is not having him? He will be a Man United player. At the end of the day, guys, beautiful people, don't forget to like and subscribe. Come back for Jarvis's Corner, 9 p.m. UK time. This has been Mick Ruby here, having my say. And hopefully the stream became a better at the end of the day. Like and subscribe. Glory, glory, Man United. Oh, hang on. Let's do Poppy. Go, go, Man United. Bye. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.